Well, today we are back in Zhuhai, supposedly China's happiest city, although I have not had a good experience with this place, to be honest. I came to Zhuhai a year ago, hoping to discover why it's often called China's happiest city. But what I found instead was misery. That trip left me with memories I still haven't shaken. So bad, I developed a genuine aversion to Zhuhai and even certain foods that I ate here. First of all, the traffic was awful. With no metro, it took 20 minutes just to drive a single kilometer. Second, as we made our way over to a night market, we saw a fight break out right in front of us. And worst of all, from that same night market, I got severe food poisoning from eating undercooked oysters. I was sick for nearly 3 weeks with fever and digestional issues. It was brutal. But maybe it was just one of those unlucky trips. Maybe I blamed Zhuhai for what was really a mix of poor planning and bad luck. A year later, I'm back, ready to give this city a second chance. The question is, will this visit change how I feel about Zhuhai? Let's find out. First stop, we've come to the Zhuhai Museum. This museum should have a lot of information about the history of this place and its early beginnings, and we'll get to see what the city has transformed into today and what the goal for it is in the future. Zhuhai wasn't always the relaxed coastal city you see today. Before it became a showcase of modern urban planning, this region was a quiet collection of fishing villages, each with their own unique culture and practices. The second floor of this museum has a lot of displays that highlight what life was like and the ceremonies and traditions that they participated in back just a few generations ago. One interesting thing that I've learned from this museum is about this crane dance. Supposedly the dancer will mimic the movements of a crane, and they will perform this on your 30th and 60th birthdays. Fast forward to today, Zhuhai has evolved into a hub of innovation. It is home to China's largest air show, a showcase of cutting-edge aviation, aerospace engineering, and drone technology. But Zhuhai isn't just focused on the skies. The city is investing in green energy, cross-border infrastructure, and high-end manufacturing, staking its claim as a key player in the Greater Bay Area's future. In a way, this museum isn't just a tribute to the past, it's a snapshot of a city in transition, one that's still writing its story. Well, the best thing about that museum was that it was completely free. Now after the museum, we've come to a village that was founded in the year 1082. So this village is nearly 1,000 years old. So if you look around, you'll see a lot of really modern apartments behind me. In front of me, you'll get to see what the original Zhuhai was like from 1,000 years ago up to the modern day. Known locally as Beishan Da院, this historic village preserves the bones of another era. Worn brick walls, traditional architecture, and ancestral halls stand quietly between narrow alleyways, reminders of a time when life moved slower. But Beishan is no museum piece. Today, it's come alive with modern energy. Old houses have been transformed into cafes, art galleries, and indie boutiques. There's a constant hum of creativity, from live music echoing from a quiet corner, the smell of street food drifting through the air, and pop-up vendors selling everything from handmade crafts to modern takes on traditional dishes. Unlike the museum, this isn't just a place you look at, it's a place you can feel. Beishan is what happens when a community chooses not to erase its past, but to build on it, giving new life to old walls and letting history breathe through modern living. Oh, I don't know, guys. Honestly, I think my opinion of Zhuhai might be changing. I remember I did not like it the first time I came here, but after checking out this village, I think this is a really cool spot. Now, if history isn't your thing and you're really just here for the food, Beishan Village won't disappoint. This little neighborhood is packed with international flavors, all at surprisingly affordable prices. For dinner, we stopped by 火盆卡泰国妈妈面, a cozy Thai spot tucked into one of the village's quiet corners. We went with their two-person set, which comes with crispy prawn crackers, a mango salad, stir-fried vegetables, golden Thai pancakes, and their signature crispy roast pork mama noodles. All of that just for 168 RMB, or about $23 US. And if you've still got room for dessert, make your way to a shop called Milk Ma. We tried their durian and milk coconut rice noodle bowl, and it was unlike anything I've had before. Long strands of soft coconut rice noodles floating in a chilled, creamy base. It was sweet, fragrant, and perfect for a warm evening stroll through the village. Well, that was one of the coolest villages I have been to in China so far. Definitely really popular, and I think the live music there really makes a difference. Now, I would never book a Marriott in the US or even in Hong Kong because of how expensive it is. But here, the Marriott was only $90 US a night. I'm very satisfied with the quality we get for the amount of money we paid for it. One of the main reasons I booked this hotel was because of its location. Just across the road is this striking structure, the Jinwan Civic Art Centre, designed by the world-renowned Zaha Hadid Architects. Now, I've covered other Zaha Hadid buildings before, like the new Science Museum in Shenzhen, but this one left a different kind of impression. The building's design is inspired by the flowing lines of nearby rivers and the dynamic motion of flight, a nod to Zhuhai's growing role in the aviation industry. Its 4 wings branch out like petals, each one using a different cultural venue, a grand theater, science center, art museum, and multi-purpose hall. Together, they form a hub for arts, education, and public gatherings, bringing together modern architecture and cultural life in one futuristic space. So I'm out here in this area today because I saw a question posed online asking if China had suburbs similar to like what the US has outside of its cities. So I'm out here in this Jinwan district of Zhuhai, which is somewhat of a suburb. In China, it's a little bit different than the US. You don't find your typical single family housing. Maybe if you go out in the villages you do, but typical modern housing in China consists of these very tall buildings with multiple apartment units on each floor. One thing you'll notice across China is that the concept of suburbs looks completely different from what you'd find in the US. Instead of single-family homes and quiet streets, most residential areas are clusters of high-rise apartments, often centered around a massive shopping mall that functions as the heart of the neighborhood. Here in Jinwan, right next to the Civic Art Center, is one of those hubs. It's not just for shopping. It's where people eat, meet friends, take their kids to play, catch a movie, or just escape the heat. When it comes to food, Chinese malls take it to another level. Where an American mall might offer a food court with 5 or 6 fast food chains, here you'll find floors of options, from hot pot and dim sum to bubble tea and international cuisine. It's less of a mall and more like a vertical neighborhood. It's like US malls, at least the ones in my neighborhood would have like, you know, those stir-fried Japanese noodles, Sbarro's pizza, and some random Mexican food. But in China, the malls always have a lot of really good options. We are in southern China, but we are here at a northern Chinese restaurant called Li Xiaoguan. And we have ordered a small portion of duck here. What you do with duck is they have like these, this is kind of like a little crepe. You'll take some of these little toppings that they give you. You get cucumbers, take a melon if you'd like. These I think are onions, I'll skip those. Add some sauce. You can add a little bit of sugar, so I'll take some of this duck now. Wow, love the crispy skin on this. I'll dip it in a little bit of sugar. And then they have something right here that they gave us. I don't know what this is. Oh, they gave us like hawthorn candy. I've never seen this with duck before though. Kind of roll it up and have it as like a little Beijing burrito, I guess you could say. This is a food that I have been craving for quite a while now. Anyway, I have a lot more exciting China content coming up. If you enjoyed the video, please help me out. Click the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone's support. And with all that said, I will see you in the next one.